As the great bard William Shakespeare once said, "All's well that ends well." This remarkable playwright has left an indelible mark on the world of literature, redefining the way we understand and appreciate the written word. Among his extensive repertoire is the lesser-known yet captivating play, All's Well That Ends Well. This intriguing tale is a testament to Shakespeare's storytelling prowess and his ability to explore complex human emotions. So, let us dive into the intriguing world of All's Well That Ends Well. The story unfolds in the courts of France and Italy, a tale of unrequited love and cunning wit. Imagine grand palaces, opulent in their architecture, bustling with nobility and echoing with whispers of intrigue and romance. This is where our characters find their stage. Let's meet Helena, an orphaned maiden, intelligent and resourceful, yet burdened by a love that remains unreturned. Then there's Bertram, the young and handsome Count of Roussillon, oblivious to Helena's affections and more interested in the thrill of battle than matters of the heart. Overseeing them is the wise Countess of Roussillon, Bertram's mother and Helena's guardian. She is a woman of great dignity and understanding, providing the voice of reason in a world where reason often takes a back seat. These are the key players in our tale of love, deceit, and the lengths one would go to win a heart. With the stage set, our story begins. In the heart of Helena, a love blossoms, strong and unwavering. Helena, a woman of humble origins, finds herself hopelessly in love with Bertram, the Count of Roussillon, a man far above her social standing, a man who is as distant as the stars in the night sky. Yet Helena's love remains undeterred. She harbors a dream to marry Bertram, to be his partner, his confidant, his love. However, Bertram, with his lofty ideals and aristocratic pride, initially refuses Helena's love. He sees her as a commoner, someone unfit to share his noble life. But Helena's love, much like a river, knows no bounds. It's persistent, it's relentless, and it's ready to carve its path through the toughest of rocks. Now, it's in this backdrop of unrequited love that our story takes an interesting turn. Helena, a woman of considerable intellect and skill, comes into the knowledge of a cure for the king's illness, a cure that has the potential to change the course of her life. She presents herself before the king, offers her service, and successfully cures him of his ailment. In gratitude, the king promises Helena a reward of her choosing. And what does Helena choose? You guessed it. She asks for Bertram's hand in marriage. The king, bound by his promise, compels Bertram to marry Helena. And so, Helena, against all odds, wins Bertram's hand. She achieves her dream, her desire. But as we all know, love is not a trophy to be won. It's a feeling to be shared. Winning Bertram's hand was just a battle. Winning his heart, now that's the war. And it's this war that Helena has to fight. A war against prejudice, a war against societal norms, a war against unrequited love. But as Helena soon discovers, winning Bertram's hand does not mean winning his heart. And so, the tale of unrequited love continues, taking us deeper into the world of Shakespeare's All's Well That Ends Well. Our hero, Bertram, finds himself in a loveless marriage. Bertram, a young nobleman from the court of France, is cornered into marrying Helena, a woman of lower status. But this is not a fairy tale where the prince falls in love with the commoner. Instead, our prince is repelled by the idea of such a union. He is a reluctant groom, trapped in the shackles of societal expectations and royal decree. Bertram's heart is not won over by Helena's unwavering love or her tenacity. He does not see her worth. Blinded by pride and prejudice, his reluctance turns into rebellion as he sets a seemingly impossible condition for Helena. He declares he will only accept her as his wife when she can present him with a ring that he never intends to give her and a child that he never plans to father. This is not a simple case of cold feet. It's a harsh, calculated move designed to keep Helena at arm's length. Bertram, in his arrogance, believes he has created an insurmountable barrier between them. He then seeks escape from his predicament, by departing for the war in Italy, leaving Helena behind in France. But Helena, our heroine, is not one to be deterred by the cruel conditions set by Bertram. She makes a bold decision, a decision that will set the tone for the rest of our tale. She decides to follow Bertram to Italy. She does not follow him as a desperate lover, but as a determined woman, ready to win her husband's respect and love. Her journey is not just a physical one, but also a journey of self-discovery and resilience. She is ready to face the challenges that come her way. She is ready to break the barriers set by Bertram, and in doing so, redefine the dynamics of their relationship. In the game of love and war, Helena is ready to play. In the shadows of deceit, Helena weaves her own web. As the world of Shakespeare often does, our tale now takes a turn for the complex, the confusing, and the downright cunning. Helena, our heroine, finds herself in a precarious position. Love-stricken and determined, she concocts a plan with Diana, a young maiden who has caught the eye of the reluctant groom, Bertram. The plan is as bold as it is intricate, a testament to the lengths one would go for love. Helena convinces Diana to agree to Bertram's advances, but with one key condition, that their meeting takes place in complete darkness. Now, you may be wondering, why all the secrecy? Well, in the pitch black of night, it is Helena, not Diana, who meets Bertram. In the darkness, Bertram unknowingly consummates his marriage to Helena, believing her to be Diana. It's a game of deception where the stakes couldn't be higher. Confusion ensues. Bertram, none the wiser, believes he has won Diana over. Little does he know he has been tricked, and by his own wife no less. But as with all deceptions, the truth has a way of revealing itself, often in the most unexpected of ways. Helena's plan comes full circle when she presents Bertram with his own ring, one he thought he'd given to Diana. In this moment, the game of deception unravels. Bertram is left in disbelief, outsmarted in a game he didn't even know he was playing. And so, our tale takes us down the winding path of love, trickery, and revelation. It shows us that, in the game of love, sometimes deception becomes the tool for truth to prevail. It reminds us that even in the most intricate webs of deceit, one can find the most profound expressions of love and determination. In a twist of fate, Bertram finds himself outwitted and outplayed. The game of deception ends, leaving us in awe of the lengths one would go for love. And as we will soon see, all's well that ends well. In the end, the truth unravels and lessons are learned. As the curtain falls on our tale, the final confrontation unfolds. Our hero Bertram is confronted with the harsh reality of his actions and the repercussions they have brought upon him. The world as he knew it is upended as he finally realizes the gravity of his mistakes. In a twist of fate, he finds himself face to face with Helena, the woman he had so callously dismissed. But this time, things are different. He sees her not as a lowly maiden, but as a woman of strength, of courage, and of unwavering love. He sees the truth of her character that he had been blind to, and in this revelation, he is humbled. Bertram, the once reluctant groom, comes to accept Helena with a newfound respect and admiration. He recognizes his failings and acknowledges the wrong he has done, not only to Helena, but to himself as well. In this acceptance, we witness a metamorphosis, a man grown from his mistakes, humbled by his transgressions, and ready to make amends. But this story is more than a tale of love and redemption. It's a timeless reminder of the importance of truth, respect, and understanding in all our relationships. It implores us to look beyond the surface, to see people for who they truly are, and to value them for it. In our world today, where appearances often overshadow substance, this lesson holds more relevance than ever. We are quick to judge, quick to dismiss, and slow to understand. But as we've seen through Bertram and Helena's journey, these hasty judgments can lead to grave misunderstandings and missed opportunities. So, let's take a cue from our characters. Let's strive to be more understanding, more accepting, and more respectful of the people around us. Let's learn to value people not for their status or their appearance, but for their character, their strength, and their heart. In doing so, we not only enrich our own lives, but also create a more compassionate, more understanding world. A world where love is not bound by status or appearances, but by respect and understanding. A world where, despite the trials and tribulations, we can confidently say, all's well that ends well. Indeed, as Shakespeare said, all's well that ends well. Do like, share, and subscribe our channel for more content.